right. This is Jackie, and I'm here with Nathan of Stapa. Tell me a little bit about your organization, please.
Yeah, so we work with getting employers to change their hiring and dress code policies to allow tattoos and piercings in the workplace. We don't petition the government, but we petition individual companies and corporations to be able to get them to change their hiring and dress code policies. And instead of working at a legislative level where we're twisting their arm and forcing the company to do something, we believe people that get their arm twisted don't really actually want to help us out. And in the long run, they still find loopholes. So our goal is to change them at the heart level. And so we believe kindness, not laws, change hearts. And so we work with getting them to change their hiring and dress code policies, and it's been super effective.
That's a great organization. How did you guys get started?
We got started about 3.5 years ago, and it was actually through like a social media flash gathering. There was a gal who lost her job and had gotten fired because she had tattoos and piercings. There were 2 people who had complained that she had tattoos and piercings at her job. She was a manager there. And what then happened was we realized she was a great worker, but nobody's walking up and saying, hey, can I talk to your manager? Manager walks over. I just want to say thanks for hiring people with tattoos and piercings. So you have a vast majority of people that don't have a problem with it, yet 2 people complain, so she loses her job, and so their little complaint just cost her, her livelihood right before the holidays. So we worked all together. At that point in time, I worked with a radio station. We had a couple other groups that were just kind of spread out all over, different people that we pulled together and got a Facebook page started where we said, hey, Come Monday, we're going to release our boss's contact info. It was public contact info, but it was something you had to dig for a little bit. We're going to release our boss's contact info. Everybody message in, say why you liked her, why you think that it's awesome that they've hired people with tattoos and piercings in the past, and then also just thanks for everything you do. If anybody says anything negative, you're going to ruin what everybody else is saying. It just takes one negative person. So everybody messaged in, and come Monday, we had a lot of people. We had so many people that it ended up shutting. We provided the email account, and the email thought that somebody had hacked into it, so the email automatically shut down because they were getting so many emails all at once. And so it was awesome, and everybody was positive. She got her job back within a couple minutes. So
that's very powerful. Clearly we both have tattoos. We both have piercings. We're both awesome people. It's not what we look like, it's what we do. How do you connect with fans out at Warped Tour?
Oh gosh, we do a lot of different things. I think our goal, so we kind of have 2 audiences. One audience is, we'll go to HR conventions, and then we're speaking to a crowd that's not necessarily pro us, and we're not making t-shirt sales or anything like that, and we're just working with them, understanding the reasons. I guess there's pretty much 10 major reasons why companies don't allow tattoos or piercings, and everybody thinks that we've never heard it before, but there's 10 major reasons. We have them on our website. You can check it out at stoppaw.com. Our arguments are our rebuttals to each one of those reasons, and people have those reasons from a good heart, but it's just, if they just think a little bit further down the road, it's really actually very detrimental to the company and to the business itself when they shrink their hiring pool based on superficial reasons instead of based on qualifications. You only hurt your own company, and if you won't hire the most qualified candidate, your competition will. And so we're not an enemy with employers. Employers are the backbone of the U.S. So when we go to kind of the outside of the tattoo and piercing village is what we call it, we've got a lot of enemies. But then when we come here to Warped Tour, pretty much everybody will sign our petition. And actually 40% of people approximately don't have tattoos or piercings that sign our petition. And so a lot of people are very supportive of us. The big thing that we do here is we want to talk to the tattoo and piercing bubble or village that we're in and explain to them how they can change stereotypes effectively, because really what it comes down to is, I think the hardest thing we have to fight against is not stereotypes, but it's people that have reinforced those stereotypes. So people with tattoos and piercings, 1 or 2 people, it only takes a couple people that really put a bad taste in an employer's mouth or something like that, and so it gives a negative effect for everybody else. And so our goal, we don't fight for everybody with tattoos and piercings, we fight for hard workers that have tattoos and piercings, qualified people who are experienced, qualified people who have a resume that's something to compete with, and so those are the people that we fight for, and people that have really focused on their qualifications and then they happen to have tattoos or piercings. They're tattoos of their memories or tattoos of their family or their values or something. And employers need to understand too, when they ask somebody to cover up their tattoos, they're asking them to cover up their family or their memories or their values. And when you're creating a strong company culture, you don't have your staff cover up what's important to them and mean something to them and then turn around and ask your company to mean something to the staff. So there's just different things. There's miscommunications on both sides, and so that's what we kind of work with, changing stereotypes and stuff like that.
Very important. Support tattoos and piercings in the workplace. This is Jackie. Thanks to In the Key of Change.